is amazing right now. This is my first podcast radio thing. Make sure you got everybody talking to Mike. We can move it. You can adjust the arm, like bring that.
I don't want to bring it like too. How far over can I bring it? I don't
you
want
can
to
bring it all the way over.
I'm good, bro. Right
Okay,
here,
right
right
there,
here should be good.
This is like my first podcast radio joint ever. Me and you, we were rocking on Clubhouse and Twitter Spaces. We met first there, right before we got to the I'm Not Art thing, or did we meet at the I'm Not Art thing first?
We met on like Clubhouse, like the early days or whatever. That was where we like.
That's what I thought.
You know what I'm saying? So once the IRL event happened, it was like, oh yeah, bro, I know you, bro. Yeah, that's bro. It was, it was cool like that.
Now I'm getting ahead of myself because I didn't even introduce the man himself. A Chicago legend in the making, you know what I'm saying? Navigating the spaces.
Oh,
this is Goldie, formerly known as Mr. Goldie, also known as Michael. And I met him through. It's just interesting because we both live in the same city. We both artists, but it was something about this past year that really changed the future for a lot of people. Before we get into that, you want to just kind of introduce yourself real quick for some things I might not have hit?
Yeah, like Logik said, I'm Goldie. I'm currently located in Chicago, but I'm from Gary, Indiana. If you all are familiar with that area, it's like 25 miles from downtown Chicago. I'm an NFT artist. Well, I'm an artist. I don't like how people say NFT artist. I'm an artist, first and foremost, and I just use NFTs as, the platform or whatever the case may be to get my art out. It's I would say a long time coming, but it's not, man. I'm like a year into kind of like my profession, I guess you could say. NFTs, art, everything. So it's like really crazy kind of just being here, sitting next to you, man, talking about, art and all that, bro. It's crazy.
That's crazy, man. And we reporting live from Studio Logik, you know what I'm saying? That's where we are currently dope, live in Chicago, Illinois, right? And when you say, it wasn't what I've learned is, man, it's like you said, you would say it was a long time coming, but it wasn't. You want to kind of unpack that, like what that really means? Because for me, like for those who don't know, this isn't necessarily going to just be a strictly Web3 NFT conversations. We'll have conversations amongst many topics. But right now,
my ear keep hitting the mic, man.
You say what?
I said my ear keep hitting the mic. My ear and I hit the mic like twice, but I'm good.
True, nah, man. I mean, if you wanna, you know what I'm saying, you can.
Nah, we good. I'm just, this. I got to get used to. I'm good.
You got to get used to people interviewing you because I'm sure it's happening.
Yeah, it's I've been doing a lot of just talks, a lot of. Yeah.
So before we get to the talks, because you did a lot of awesome things just in this past 3 or 4 months, when you said it wasn't a short time coming, what does that mean? Like, were you doing art before, like this whole NFT situation? What was that like?
Nah, man. Literally a year ago, I was working a 9 to 5. I didn't have any. How do I want to put this, man? I didn't have any like artistic goals or like visions, or I wasn't painting. It was like I was a completely different person, man. It's really crazy, man. And you can ask like my family. It's so crazy, getting to this point and having my family and like close friends that have seen like, dude, like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just. It's out of nowhere, and it's crazy that they get to experience it too. It's like, dude, like a year ago you were, you know what I'm saying? You were Mike. You were just this. Now you're Goldie, and your art has been here, and you're going here and doing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's mind-blowing to not just me, but like my friends and family that have.
So you never like painted or doodled or anything before?
Well, my mom said when I was a kid, but I think like everybody when they're kids, they in art programs and this and that, drawing and, just active imagination. So I didn't take that as like, oh yeah, I want to be an artist when I grow up. I was always an athlete. I was always a basketball player, me and like my closest friends. So it was never, and none of my closest friends were like artists. We were all like athletes, like. yeah. So it's really crazy, for real, man. To go from like graduating, high school or whatever. I went to college for a couple
You were in the
years.
Army too, right?
Yeah, I was in the Army, so I've lived like a crazy life. And I wasn't in the Army for art. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I drove trucks in the military, man. Yeah, it's really crazy, bro. It's really crazy. You can't find a Goldie's piece of artwork before April of 2021. You won't be able to.
No peace
Nobody
whatsoever.
owning anything. No, nothing.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's wild, bro. That's like I was watching Atlanta. You ever seen Atlanta?
Yeah, with
Well,
Childish Gambino.
Yeah. Donald Glover, aka Donald Glover.
Yeah.
And the character Paperboy, they was in Europe, and somehow his phone came up taken. I'm not going to spoil it for those who want to see it. His phone came up missing, and then he thought they said it was this particular person, but the person wanted kind of like a one-on-one with Paperboy, blah, blah, blah. And Paperboy kind of opened up and was like, he didn't even know he wanted to be a rapper before. Like, it wasn't even in the cards. Like, and then
Kinda
now
just
that's like
happened.
all he do.
Yeah, it's
is
crazy,
rap.
right? It kind of just
Like-
happens. It's like something that, cliche or whatever, how people say like you're destined to do something or
Yeah.
something, a talent or whatever just kind of falls in your lap, bro. It's like I woke up one day and started painting and everything, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Everything just changed for me. So
Wow.
it's a blessing.
Yeah, man, because I have been doing this. I've been doing like the little art hustle for a minute, and for me, Web3 was just transformative. Like, but you like not even having an art like background or even a tech background or anything of that nature. What was it personally that drew you to the world of NFTs? Like, because me, it was like I had these reference points that like. I was a gamer. I designed websites, so I was like uploading shit like that. I communicated with developers, not just for a MySpace page, but for like clients. You know what I'm saying? At my teenage years. And
So like it makes sense. It makes
it
sense
was,
that
like,
you're
easy.
here, right?
It was
It
like
doesn't
I
make
was like,
sense that I'm here, right?
It don't make sense. I'm not saying it don't make sense, but I'm curious as to like what was it that was like, hell yeah. And you didn't even draw. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like you had been hustling like that before. Like what was it? Yeah.
It's really crazy. I can't tell you, bro. I really can't. It was me waking up one day and like, man, I want to make art. I want to,
Was this
I'm
before
interested.
NFTs or after NFTs?
So without like going over the whole story, I was into NFTs and art technically before I even started selling my own NFTs. I had got into like Hash Mask and a couple other NFT projects. I got into NFTs, like got introduced to NFTs off of NBA Top Shots, if you're familiar with that.
Wow, yeah, I know
and
what that
I
is.
didn't think that I don't want to like knock NBA Top Shots, man. So I'm not.
Nah, man, we can tell it like it is. We ain't knocking them.
It's not knocking them. I just didn't understand. Like I couldn't grasp the concept of what made an NFT valuable off of, you know what I'm saying, a video clip of LeBron James dunking on somebody.
Yeah,
It didn't.
yeah,
It
I
didn't like
understand.
register to me. Not until Beeple had his, what was it, $69.4
$69
million,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying,
something
sale or
like-
whatever. Then I'm like, okay, I can see how the art, you know what I'm saying, can correlate with NFT, or I can see why someone would pay $69 million for an NFT because it has art, or you know what I'm saying, this person or whatever attached to it, not necessarily something as broad as the NBA Top Shots like concept. So I just thought it was interesting, man. I'm really like, I say that I'm kind of normal or whatever. I was living like this normal life, but I'm always like into learning new things. I was
Yeah.
already into crypto, so it wasn't just like random. I'd already had like, I was already invested in crypto. I understood how like wallets worked and all that stuff. So it wasn't as random as you would think. Everything just kind of like came into play
Yeah.
at the right time.
The universe
Yeah.
spoke to you.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
It's like, yeah, you know about Ethereum and you know about wallets. Go buy some canvases, make some art. This is like, the little voice in the back of my head. And I'm like, okay, bet. And took a chance. And yeah.
That's dope. I want to get into the idea of like just like where this chance has led you, because, I mean, so NBA Top Shot, yeah, I think for me, I was like watching this stuff from, I was breaking it down for like the adoption of culture, because I've been watching a lot of inceptions from like South by Southwest to Art Basel, then to something like NFTs. I can just see how mass adoption, me working in advertising, how people catch on to things. So for me, one of those low-hanging fruits was NBA Top Shot that I was like evaluating. It's crazy that was your carrot to get in, because nowhere on the site did they say NFTs. I mean, nowhere on the site did they say blockchain or nothing like that, right? It was like, so it made sense for you, but you found a special thing with the art side. Did you know it was gonna be painting? Did you think it was, or was it, what was that like?
Well,
vibe like?
it kind of had to be painting, because up until the end of last year, I had never used Procreate or
Until
drawn,
when?
like the end of like literally like December. Man, I bought this
After
iPad.
NFT NYC?
I I didn't go to NFT NYC. I don't know if you remember. I didn't go
Oh
last
yeah,
year.
you
I
didn't.
didn't go
Yeah.
to Miami. I didn't go none of them places.
That's wild, bro.
I stayed. I stayed home and I grinded. As far as like around that time, I was getting the concept of the scary Garys down. So I'm like, man, I want to do this PFP project, but I never even really drew on a tablet before. How am I gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It was like I
yeah.
have these ideas, but I don't even know the technical way to even get my, vision across. So like I said, man, I invested in this iPad. I taught myself Adobe, all of those Adobe Fresco, Premiere. I never used any of that, bro, up until like
You was in
December
the
of last
lab,
year.
boy.
Yeah, man, I had to teach myself. It didn't take too long, but I taught myself all those like programs and what I
So
need,
before you,
vectorizing and
so you did you
SVGs
drop
and
Scary
all that.
Gary's before or after you got the iPad?
I dropped them after I got the iPad.
Because at first you were dropping like one-on-ones and stuff on OpenSea, right?
Painting, right.
Yeah,
So
paintings.
so
But you
you
were just
asked
taking
me,
photos
right?
of your paintings.
Literally either scanning or taking pictures of a physical painting that I
And
did.
how many did you have up before you dropped the Scary Gary's, which was like a collection of 750?
Oh man, I had sold a decent amount, man. I had sold probably 100, like literal, like different combinations of artworks. But I mean, you know my story. I started off selling them for like 0.000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Almost practically giving them away. So I built up a collector base kind of quickly because of that fact that, you know what I'm saying, I was selling them for like the equivalent of like $5 or $10, and I slowly, gradually raised that floor price as I got, into foundation and Maker's
Yeah,
Place
as you
and Known
should.
Origin, and my art was at this place, that place, that place. So I slowly, you know what I'm saying, I was humble. I didn't get into NFTs
But also
for
you
the
just
money,
like making
bro.
art. It seems
Right.
like you just making art. Like if
Yeah.
you so it's like at that point it was like about getting them into people's hands, testing the market. Do people even
So
want it enough to
picture,
put in their wallet?
right? So picture this
Or put it-
concept.
yeah.
If you've never done anything like on a professional level or this or that, dude, when I tell you I was so happy that I was selling art for $5, $10, dude, because I understood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understood
yeah.
where I could go, or it was just like, man, somebody that don't know me from Adam is willing to pay their hard-earned $5, $10 to buy my artwork. It's like
Which is nuts.
crazy, right? If I understood that, I understood it wasn't the money. It was
And it
like,
was
okay,
digital assets too. It was like a
right?
picture
It's
of
like,
y'all
dude, I'm
painting.
still looking at it was like, okay, yeah, I can. You know what I'm saying?
It's
I
crazy.
just took off, bro. I couldn't. I just took off, bro. And me just being me not having, like me meeting you on Clubhouse or Sabet or George Lopez or all these kind of like big names and stuff. I didn't have an ego because I was so new.
Yeah.
I didn't care what y'all thought about me because it was either, you know what I'm saying,
Bro,
y'all
I
either was gonna
remember,
like me or
yes.
y'all wasn't gonna like me. I didn't have a reputation in this art scene or nothing like that. So it was like,
Bro,
yeah.
we spent hella hours on Clubhouse together.
Yeah, we used to be on Clubhouse like heavy. You would have the Clubhouse like rooms where they would be like 48 hours long. Like you would fall asleep. People will fall asleep out here in Chicago, wake up, it's people speaking a
Yeah.
different language, and it's still the NFTs like for culture room. It used to be like lit, bro.
Yeah,
It used
bro.
to be all day where people were learning, you know. about this NFT space, man.
Yeah,
It
the
was dope.
tech. It's nuts. One of the things I appreciated from your story was like, one was like you just having. It seemed like you just having fun, releasing the things that you wanted to release, and you put a very humble like price point, $10, right? But before NFTs, if somebody even bought one of my joints off of Instagram, and I feel like my work is way worth more than $10, but just even the idea if we take NFTs off the market, off the table, and somebody buying your digital pieces for $10 is mind blowing. The fact that
It
we
was
sell
before
right.
NFTs. I'm
No,
at
I'm just saying. I'm just like putting myself
just
in
in
like
general.
before, like yeah, like when you even saying like the
Yeah.
fact that you want to spend $10 because people go to your event and be like, how much is it to get in the door? And they be like
Yeah,
$10, and they
$10
be
a
like,
lot, right, bro.
yeah, and they be like, nah,
Especially in, I look at the big picture, especially in like other countries and stuff like
Yeah.
that. We may think $5, $10 nothing, but think about, you know what I'm saying, in other places that could
Exactly.
be a week's worth of, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
income or something like that.
So I
So
heard somebody was like, oh yeah, it was only $300, and I was like, bro, I feel you, you know what I'm saying? But like, yo, I remember
that's
300.
right, bro. That's a lot. That's a lot to
That was my rent
somebody, bro.
when I first moved here. You know, that was how much my rent was. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot to somebody, man.
Yeah, bro. So it's one of the things is I think in the story that I really want to unpack is the idea of patience. One, and you identify where you are on a spectrum, not to even like put you on like a lower level. You just like, I know where
Right,
I
I
am
knew
in
I
the learning.
wasn't right. Who am I? You know what I'm saying? Who am I to price my art at a certain level or anything like that? I'm humble. I know you, like you said, bro. I knowing how much that you've done for like this art culture and things like that, and Sabets and other people that I've been blessed to meet. It's like, who am I, bro? Who am I to? I gotta wait my turn. I understand that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And I'm fine with learning from people that have that experience. I'd be a fool to come in here and act like I know it all, bro. It's still, I haven't even had a physical, like my own physical, because the Scary Gary event, that's an NFT event. I haven't had a physical gallery event where I have just my physical paintings on display or whatever for people. Like, I just went to Brandon Bro's event, a couple weeks ago or last week.
Killed
I
that shit,
haven't.
didn't he?
It
He
was
killed
dope,
that
man.
shit,
It was
didn't he?
dope. I want one of those, man. I haven't had that.
It was well thought out. The
It was
work
dope.
was clean.
It was dope, man. It was
That
dope.
jacket was fresh. Shout out to Brandon, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Did you know I started off here interning for Brandon?
yeah. I remember your whole like little story too that you be telling, bro. You for real inspiration. Like you, Brandon, Blue. It's a couple of like, yeah, people that I really kind of study, and it's like, man, that's dope. That
Bro.
if they can do it, I can do it. It's like an inspiration, bro.
And it's because we love this shit.
I can see that.
You know that
Like,
it like I was like that's why I was like, yo, y'all got to get in this Web3 shit because there's a lot of shit walking. And when the minds like those people continue to enter and get educated, which is like the next transition, unless you wanted to touch on something else, because when you did the Scary Garys, you dropped with I'm Not Art, which is a gallery, NFT gallery here out of Chicago. I dropped the plug on out of I'm Not Art as well in last October in 2021. Wow, time flying. And
man, that was only in October.
that's what I'm saying, bro. That's why it hadn't even been a year yet, bro. That's the kind of high we riding on
I
right
thought
now.
it was like August. It was only October.
Bro, you just got an iPad in December. Come on, bro. You understand what
What
I'm saying?
month is this?
Bro, it's only the 4th month of this year. You just got an iPad in December. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was
It's
crazy.
the 4th
Scary
month.
Gary came out in February. The plug came out in October.
You sold
bro.
out the day you dropped it.
The plug came out in October.
Yeah, G.
November, December, January, March, April. Yeah, that's an OG project, bro. That's 6 months in. The NFT
crazy.
space, that's an OG project. Man, congratulations, bro.
Nah, man, appreciate it. Congratulations to you too, bro.
That's crazy, man.
One of the things I think that you probably did, because you didn't just like drop and disappear, you were really curious in the NFT space. And one of the things I really want to tap in on, is that the education component. And the reason why I want to tap in on that is because I feel like a lot of people don't spend enough time to learn what is possible. I think But what was some of the things that you think that time afforded you moving forward, like as you navigate the Web3 space, if that makes sense?
Repeat that question. You said what are some
Basically,
things that
like
time
as you
afforded
were
me?
experimenting and doing the things you were dropping your one-of-ones, you were still learning, like you were still in the space, like absorbing information. What are some of the things that you think time allow for you to do, whether it was like communicating with somebody like I'm Not Art or getting into with Coinbase? What are some of the things that you learned that you would probably want to apply to your practice, or something that you can share with people about the education component, whether it's not necessarily like gas fees or understanding smart contracts, but what are some of those intangibles, those soft skills that you might have learned just spending countless hours in these spaces?
What the last thing you just said, spending countless hours in these spaces, something that people may take for granted or may not realize is that I kind of like how you spend 24/7, and I had to spend like I had to not only learn the NFT and Web3 space, but just art in general. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
how things worked in the art space traditionally or with NFTs. So I had a whole like it's been a dude. I'm so kind of like proud of myself of how much that I've learned, bro. How much I've like taught myself in this year. You know what I'm
I feel
saying? How
that.
much I didn't know at all, and now I know a lot. You know what I'm saying? I can say I know a lot, man. As far as just yeah, it's crazy, bro. As far as just what I do, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
like my profession or whatever. I understand what I need to do and the steps to kind of be successful, man. It's like
Are you nervous about the future?
no,
No.
I'm excited about the future.
Oh yeah, it's 420 by the way. I mean, we spoke good either way, but
Are you nervous about the future?
I get anxious. I'm not gonna lie, but that's all about just completing things.
Where you been ashing at?
Right here, we got
The leather ashing,
we got a leather ashtray. You feel me? We
doing
fancy
it
over
big,
here.
420.
Now, one of my homies gave me this. It was dope.
So you say that you're not nervous, but you're
I get anxiety a bit because I just gotta. It's like it's one of the things I identify people who have ascended and then crashed, right? So that's always a thought of like learning from what they've done and kind of avoiding that. And that one of those things is kind of just folding to the pressure of outside opinions. And because my channels are being flooded at this point, my Twitter DMs, my Instagram is alright, my text messages, my emails, just doing this, and it's just everybody trying to get my, and this is like more people are trying to request my time, energy, and my influence. So I have to,
kind of pick and choose
yeah, but also
necessarily
I gotta
on.
delegate stuff, and then I'm expanding with people that's on my team. And then I consider myself a businessman, but I also got to remember to make and finish. Like I got a deadline for the Bulls right now that I got to finish, you know what I'm saying, animation.
It's just a
You
lot,
know what I'm
man.
saying? But then there's also tomorrow because I want to create my own version of Disney, and I'm saying this shit to hold myself accountable. And that's huge, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm continuing to work out what that might look or what that looks like for me, you know? And a lot of people want to help or whatever, but I still gotta, there's a lot of things I gotta do.
Do for yourself, right? Figure out on your own, or
And
whatever.
it's time management, right?
And it ain't enough time in the day
It
with
feel
this
like it.
NFT.
It's like, damn,
bro,
Disney, I got a
like,
lot of movies to fucking make. I got a lot of scripts to get busy on, you know what I'm saying? But I
it's
know I can do it,
yeah.
and I've done it, you know what I'm saying? In my scale.
Something I can say is I don't think that everybody is built for this. I think that you would be naive to think that you can kind of get into this NFT space and not do the research that you spoke about earlier and assume that things will just fall into play and you'll be successful. I think that just using me as an example, I think that it was possible like last year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where a quote unquote nobody could literally come out of nowhere and not have a traditional art background or anything like that, no followers on this social
Oh yeah, no,
platforms, nothing, and
1000%.
then end up being where I'm at. And I say that to say I'm almost 100% certain that I couldn't recreate this or reduplicate this if it was this time in a year from now and me coming out of the blue dropping art for 0.005 on OpenSea. I wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying?
And like looking at where the market is right now.
Yeah, it's just people need to kind of study this, man. It ain't as simple as I've noticed so many changes, bro. And you have to be in this to, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
no,
to
no.
recognize this and understand the patterns and the ups and the
It's
downs, bro. It's
crazy.
crazy,
The patterns,
bro.
right? It's a real.
It's for real.
And as the longer we've been in here, there's more branches.
I'm so used to like, I don't check. Do you check like prices of like Ethereum and stuff? I don't even. It's
no
like
more.
what a around
If
$3,000.
I'm converting a large sum, I'll look.
Is that crazy that we're so like crypto Web3? I was listening to a Twitter space about this earlier, and it was like a Twitter space for newcomers. I like to jump in like newcomer spaces just to hear what people at. You know what I'm saying? I've been in NFTs for a month, 2 months, just to see
Yeah.
what they think about it. So
Oh yeah, 1000%.
a lot of people credit like you have to like trick your mind almost, bro. When you first get into this, and let's say you invest however much money in whatever Ethereum, and then it drops 10-20% a day, that's like, dude, that's not normal. You know what I'm saying? That's the
Yeah.
people aren't used to that, bro. So you literally have to like train your mind to deal with this, bro. This is crazy. This is really crazy.
It's a blessing though.
Yeah, it
One
is.
of those things is like, so when you're saying like staying in the space and the education part of just like, so you can catch the patterns. You can't even describe the patterns almost. Like you just kind of see what people gravitate to. What kind of makes the people like, ooh, I think I want to check that out. But that goes into people too, right? Like that goes into, I feel like when we were there, we were able to see how many people are in the space or like in the Web3 space or NFT community, and you were able to communicate and develop relationships. Like we'll be on Clubhouse for 2 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours, just chilling in the same room, being able to just toss things back and forth. But now it's like you said, it's thicker, the space is thicker, but still in the root of that, you still gotta, how important is it for people to tap in with the people? How important is it for those who are interested in this space to tap in with the existing people within the space via these social channels like
This
Twitter
ain't gonna
space?
burn, is it?
I don't think so. It's straight. You
I
straight.
love the burn, so I don't, I'm trying to make, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to start no fire on the table, man.
Nah,
but
man, I think
this,
it's straight,
cheer,
bro. Yeah,
it's-
it's straight. Yeah, boom.
I'm sorry, man.
Nah, bro,
No.
this life shit right here.
I remember your question. Basically, it's kind of like how I think that is just as beneficial, or not, more beneficial. I think that your spaces that you hold is a perfect example where you have how do I want to put this? You have the respect to where people see the NFTs for the culture, like, room pop up or whatever, or Twitter space pop up. You always get, people that have been in this space, people that have that respect. I remember a space recently where some dude came up and praised like Mumbai and Carrie and a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, kind of regulars that have that respect in this NFT space, bro. So it's just as important for spaces like yours where people that are brand new in here can come, and we be showing love, bro. It's like family when you be having them spaces, bro. We all are like familiar with each other, cool with each other, be joking with each other.
100%.
And we've built that relationship from countless hours, you know what I'm saying, grinding or whatever. So it's beneficial for newcomers, and people feel that vibe. It be people that be like, man, like, I'm so glad I came in here, man. I can feel, you know what I'm saying? For real, you get that all the time. Like, I feel the love, I feel the genuineness, and you know what I'm saying, and the respect for the mutual respect for artists and all that is dope, bro. And
That should be crazy, bro.
it do, and people learn a lot. I know people learn a lot from like those spaces.
Yeah, man, it's really like, I think a lot of this stuff is it's an emotional, psychological, hustle or something. Like it's an emotional, it's a feeling, and it's like a intuitive feeling. I think I don't even try to like tell direction per se. I would just be trying to like, I think it's important for people to identify something in themselves to do what they're trying to do, and that's very hard to like hold on to when you see all these formulas seeming to work in the space, because then not only are you not listening to what you want to do, now you're creating a product in which you got to push
Forever.
yeah, bro. And they be like, and that because you think that's maybe the only thing you can do, and it's like really how like you only could like I try to take into account, because I've been doing art or moving or hustling for a minute. Try to take into account if NFTs came out 10 years ago when I first moved to Chicago, what would my NFTs be if I was 22-year-old Logik, you know what I'm saying, or Julian or whatever. And it was like, wow, would I just be still like tossing stuff at the board like I was creating to post on Instagram? So I really try to take that stuff into consideration on like rollout, like, right, like would I've been okay putting stuff on? I wasn't selling any of it. I was just like, you seen it up there. I still got all the paintings I created from 10 years ago. Would I've been like feeling odd about posting them and not selling them? You know what I'm saying? From those early moments, it's just interesting.
Have been as right? Would it have been as natural? Would it have been as you know
now
what
I
I'm
just
saying?
got ammo. You
Right,
know, I'm like
right.
packaging my ammo. Like here you go.
Crazy,
You know?
right? That you never 10 years ago, nobody, you know what I'm saying? NFTs weren't thought of. You're right, bro. So it's crazy, man.
I just try to put myself in the artist's shoes who were where I was trying to start out.
Sometimes I wish. So with me, you obviously it's completely different. So I never will make art to sell, if that makes sense, or make art to please other people. But I do wish that I had ammo like you saying, like, you know, I wish I started painting 5 years ago or something. You know what I'm saying? I understand how easy it probably is for the average like artist that kind of has stuff, you know what I'm saying? I got art that I did 5-10 years ago that I can make an NFT. I don't have that luxury. I'm usually kind of creating and dropping stuff as I create.
Yeah, like
I don't
got
have
like
that.
5 years mapped out.
Yeah, I don't have that inventory. It's crazy. So that's a blessing, man. That's a blessing.
It's also overwhelming for a lot of artists too, you know, because they come into our landscape kind of like you see things that exist. It seems like I said, as often things are seemingly established, and you get like, oh, this is how I got to do it, and then the whole time you like when I got in, I thought I had to get a 3D artist to do my like stuff, and I'm like, bro, I know how to do 2D animation. What am I doing? It took me like 3 months to figure that out, to take a step back. I was doing the storyboards and everything, but I was trying to hand it over to a 3D artist, and I was like, I need to do my thing, but then. The same thing I feel like happens to a lot of people, like my friends that are artists. They come in and they see these systems at play. Like if they see you, like, or they see this and they're like, oh my goodness, like, unless they really do a breakdown, they might get the Scary Garys or they might get your one-of-ones. I think very few people do that research and find like the entire story, you know what I'm saying? Unless you watch somebody, which we've been fortunate enough to find those patterns, watch things from a joke or something to like, they actually made that motherfucker, right? And then they sold out, like, that's wild. And it just be random motherfuckers on the internet. So when we get these cold motherfuckers in the space, they have so much inventory and they feel like they gotta create something new. So I think that's one of those things I kind of like try to like, you know, talk about and move forward. But enough about that. So you got the Gary Goes.
The Gary Ghosts, they drop on Scary Garys and Gary Ghosts. The Scary Garys dropped in February, and the Gary Ghosts drop on the 27th.
And
that's
it's
a week from today.
And this one you allow only for the people that got the Scary Garys to get
Yep, to get the Ghost as a free mint. Yeah,
That's tight.
Yeah.
I got like 5 of them, so I can get like.
No, it's only one per wallet.
Oh,
So
that's tight. Okay.
I let people know though. So you could have finessed and
coulda put
sent
it in
it
2
to
other
different. I
wallets,
know a
yeah.
lot of people that did that. I was kind of letting people know, but I know you'd be busy or whatever.
No,
but,
I
you know what
know.
I'm saying?
Yeah. That's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart.
I
Yeah.
had a lot of people like, oh yeah, it's one per wallet. Bet I got 5 of them. Say less, and I have my phone that has notifications where I any like transaction with that like Scary Gary wallet or the contract or whatever, I get a notification. So I'm literally like,
I know. I
watching
remember
them
when
go
you
through.
did the drop, and Matt called you, and you was on the speaker, and you were like, "My phone going crazy right now." I was like, "Ding, ding, 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 ding,
Tell
ding."
me, bro, it's that day was crazy. That whole week was crazy.
What'd that do for you? Like releasing that project, selling out in a couple hours. I know you say you don't create the sale, but it is something about pushing JPEGs, pushing pixels, pushing like your persona, your perspective, your heart, and people buying that shit.
I honestly, I didn't think they was gonna sell. Cause I didn't think they were gonna sell out. Like, definitely not the first day. So, if you remember when I was talking to you, bro, it was, at the event. It was kind of late in the night. I don't remember. I maybe sold like half of them or something like that. So around, three something, maybe 400. So I'm just like, yeah, happy, feeling good. You know what I'm saying? We talking or
Yeah.
whatever. You like how I feel. I'm like, it's good. Everything good. So I didn't think I was gonna sell out to the point to where I had told myself when I got home that night that I was gonna buy like 1 or 2 more because I wanted to try to get like a legendary one. So yeah, before I left the gallery, I was talking to Matt, other people that work for I'm Not Art, and we were maybe at 400 something, maybe 500.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
That's about
yeah,
when I pulled up.
yeah. I'm like, I'm finna go home. This was a good, I felt super successful. This was good, blah, blah, blah. And I remember vividly, bro. I told Matt, and I don't know who Matt was with. It may have just been Matt. And I'm like, Matt, if we sell out, call me, bro. I don't care if it's 4 in the morning. If we sell out, call me. Bro, I got in my car. Literally, I was like a 30-minute drive away from the gallery, and yeah, by the time I like pulled up home, we were like sold out, like into like secondary sales. I don't know what happened within that span. Something that I heard. I don't think you were there. I don't think you caught my like talk. I actually had a talk maybe around 30 minutes to an hour before my actual event ended, and I was told that it was broadcasted on Twitter. I'm Not Art like broadcasted it, and I didn't, I had no idea, and I just spoke about my life, all that, about Scary Gary's, how like appreciative I was and all that, and I was told that kind of really helped. Like, it was like hella people that viewed that, and it was like, yeah, that just, so everything, it was crazy, bro. Everything had to like fall into play, like for the success of, the
Nah,
project.
man, it was awesome because I walked
Yeah.
in. It was about 5 something. And it was like 5.
Remember I told you, man, my mom says some dude almost passed out when you walked in. I don't know who the dude was, man. She said some dude almost passed out seeing Logik. So that's crazy. Logik the man out here. But yeah, bro.
That's funny. I don't believe it. Nah. She's been wild. She's been interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
She's been
bro.
interesting. I was telling my OG today. I was actually being interviewed for a podcast earlier today, and I was like, I'm not Julian in these streets, dog. I'm Logik. In these Web3 streets, bro, this art scene, like,
For real,
that's
that's
where
crazy,
that's
isn't it?
where it is. I mean, like, people knew, you know what I'm saying, but like that was like my art name.
And like putting respect on it, like
Yeah.
that's bro, like that's you know what I'm saying. That's crazy, bro. It's
That
crazy.
shit nuts. I was
It's
just
crazy.
tagging and shit, like creating through the lens of that. Man, so what's next? After I know because you got the Gary Ghost. We're about to get the Gary Ghost.
So we about to get the Gary Ghost. I'm still a one-of-one artist. You know what I'm
You
saying?
just did a collaboration too, right?
Yeah, I just did a collab with Twan, man,
Yeah.
at Known Origin. I was a part of, it was me and maybe like 5 other artists, and we were part of like some early access feature or something with No Orange, and I'm real cool with No Orange.
No,
Like, I'm
I
cool
saw
with
him.
they
I
count
saw him
for real.
tweet you earlier today.
Yeah, I'm real cool with they like whole
You
count.
said
So,
shout out KO.
yeah, I'm my people,
okay,
bro.
yeah.
I'm like, I'm my people, bro. So I still make one-on-ones, man. So after the Ghost, after I do the Ghost, we got VCon, man. So
Yeah, we got VCon. That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a.
we got VCon. I may drop like a one-on-one or something like that in between like the end of April or beginning of May and like VCon or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm just kind of going with the flow. I don't want to tell. Oh, okay, so I'll say this. I have the rest of the year planned out as far as, what do I want to call this? As far as projects that are tied to the original Scary Gary's project. That's probably the most information I want to give.
Okay, a little alpha.
Yeah, but every project this year will tie back to the OG project. So this is just the second part of, the
Yeah,
Gary
yeah.
Ghost is just like the second part of
I feel
like
that.
the big master plan of the year. That's
Okay.
that's like all I can say. That's the best I can say. Well, that's the most I can say without giving up too much alpha yet.
That's fair. That's enough, man. I dig it.
So this is
Basically,
just the
keep your
beginning,
eyes
bro.
peeled.
Yeah. This
You do the
this
whole
is just
Discord
the beginning,
thing?
bro. Yeah.
It's hard, ain't it?
Yeah. You got a lot of people in your Discord. I don't have that many people in my Discord. I have maybe like 400, between 400 and 500. I think that it's pretty manageable, I guess.
Yeah.
I think once it hits like the 4 digits, couple thousand, and that gets like where you need need somebody to actually like help you. I don't even have nobody help me, bro. I run my own Discord.
So I was thinking about. You saw what I posted, the NFTs for the culture one. And I was trying to create this thing because like sustaining a Discord is hard. Like, I'm like, yo, it's like a lot of attention needed, right? And also, like, to your point about their early adopter situation, like first movers or whatever, where I was able to like, start my stuff early. I started my Discord like before I dropped the plug. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was already kind of like
building, already had that mindset. And
I had the people in there early before I dropped the plug, you know what I'm saying? So I already kind of like filled that out, but like that's a journey. That's a big ass journey. So what I was thinking like with the NFTs for the culture, let me know what your thoughts are. And like, do you think it's beneficial? Like everybody wants their own Discord. So like if I create like neighborhoods, like a Goldie's block or Goldiesville or something, but it always link back to your Discord. But that way it's like you got the Logik one, you got the Goldie, Logik, et cetera, et cetera. You know what I'm saying? In one Discord where like everyone can be like just because not everybody want to send nobody to NFT Logik or whatever. So it's like yeah.
So are you saying like you having like your NFT Logik Discord and then having like a Goldie's channel? That's
not
kind of what you're saying?
but for NFTs for the culture Discord.
Right.
But like I have a Logik thing.
Your own personal.
Yeah, and then you have a Goldie's one. And it's like that way when people in big rooms, it's like I don't know if it's like double work, but it creates a trickle up and trickle down effect of like, we on NFTs for the culture, especially for people who don't have their own Discords. So it's like people come in and tap in with like people reposting that Discord with stuff you got, but you can put a bot that always links to your main Discord that's just Goldie shit.
I like that.
Like two channels for you too, and there's like one is gated for. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out something that allows people to piggyback
and not necessarily be in a million Discords to
Yeah, and we like curate people's page. I don't know. It's a work in progress because that shit full-time job. But
Discord's something else, man. They something else. I've been in Discord for a while too, man. Like,
how's your journey been?
Way before NFTs, man. I used to like resell shoes when I was in the military.
Oh, really?
So yeah, if you're familiar, I mean, Discords are, you know what I'm saying, like Discords and Slacks. You know what Slack is, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you get the bots or whatever, and you get the information of when shoes
So
dropping all that.
were you domestic or were you overseas selling shoes?
I was in Hawaii, so yeah, I was like, whatever you want to say, you know what I'm saying? I was in Hawaii, man. This was right after I got out the military, and that was like my hustle, kind of
Damn.
along with my other
Get the
job.
rare ones, flip them.
Yeah, man.
That's tight.
Because people weren't really on like kicks like that in Hawaii, so it was like, okay, I got this bot, and you know what I'm saying? Any
Yeah.
like shoe that pretty much come out, I was kind of able to get because people weren't on it.
They wanted like that. You was the only one that cared about that type
So
of shit.
and yeah, this was like 2015, 16.
I was always interested to get into the shoe flipping game, but I feel like I was always too broke to do it. Or I just like it was a lot of time to build it or something.
It's a lot of time because you literally, if you don't have like a good enough bot, I guess you could say, or if you're not like at home, if you like out and about and you're not on the desktop, I would have like notifications on my phone where literally like, let's say some Jordan 5s just restocked at Finish Line or you know at whatever website. I just got a notification, so you kind of have to be like,
Yeah.
boom, okay,
yeah.
these is out. I got to hurry up and try to buy them, you know what I'm saying? So it was like I was literally like kind of like fiending, you know what I'm saying, shaking like when is the next, you know what I'm saying, the next like money maker gonna drop. So it was like it ain't a good way to live.
I feel
it was
I feel
stressful,
that.
bro.
So let's get into so it seems like you always been a hustler, first and foremost. What was like your childhood like? We can like let's tap in with that a bit, you know, before we wrap it. But like, what was your childhood like? Like brothers, sisters? Did you move around a lot? Give us a little inside scoop on where Goldie come from.
Well, I'm from Gary, Indiana. I got a little sister. She's like 6 years younger than me. Grew up in a like 2-parent household. My parents are still together to this day. I grew up cool, man. I was always like a cool, like popular or whatever. I always played sports. Like I told you, I always hoop. So I always like the elementary school I went to. I don't. Okay, so in St. Louis, did y'all have like city championships, like citywide, like basketball championships,
Like high
like
school?
elementary? No, I'm
Um,
talking. We had like elementary school championships.
Nah, we had AAU basketball.
Okay, so maybe like
Did y'all have AAU?
Gary's sister. Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
But y'all had that too.
But we had like I can't remember however many elementary schools were in Gary, but we had like city championships, bro.
That's
So
tight.
from like a youngin', we
We're battling.
yeah, bro. They instilled that like competition, you know what I'm saying, mindset or whatever. And like you said, Biddy or whatever, always played that. So I was always an athlete, man. I always stayed involved or whatever. I was a good student. I mean, good enough, I guess. I didn't really like. You know what I'm saying? I definitely could have tried harder, but I was like a BC student or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Did what I had to do to, you know, survive, graduate. But yeah, man, I grew up cool, man. My upbringing was dope, bro. But it didn't, no art, man. Like I said, I mean, us being NFTs and art, I was always like interested in technology.
Yeah.
I can recall my mom putting me in a bunch of like summer programs when I was like in elementary school. So I say that I wasn't really doing art, but now that I really think about it, she used to have me in like making like websites, you know, like JavaScript classes, all type of stuff when I was
Your
like
mom
a
signed you up for
shorty.
those?
Yeah, man, when I
That's
was
tight.
a shorty, bro. My mom used to keep me like active, and I liked that stuff, and she saw that. So yeah, man. I thank my mom, bro. For real, a lot of the inspiration. My mom is super creative, bro. She makes her own like clothes to this day. Like she be making her own like clothes and accessories and all this
She's
other
a
stuff.
self-doer,
She's
yeah,
always
yeah.
been like a creative like person, and she's left-handed. Maybe it's like a
You
left-hand
left-handed?
thing. I'm with it. How do you say it? Ambidextrous.
Yeah, yeah.
I play basketball and sports and stuff with my left hand. Like I shoot with my left hand and stuff, but I write with my right hand.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
yeah, I can write with both hands and pretty like good. It's weird. Yeah. I don't know what's on.
I can't dunk on my right hand. Well, when I could dunk, I don't know if I still can, but I can't dunk on my left hand. I only can dunk on my left hand. I can't dunk on my right hand, but I'm right-handed. I don't know. It's weird.
You write with your right hand.
Yeah.
You right handed. You don't do nothing with your
But
left
my
hand.
dad, when I was growing up playing ball, my dad made me work on my left hand so much. to be even-handed, and because most people only know how to guard people to the right. So I worked with my left hand so much, my left hand got better than my right hand.
I broke
I shouldn't have told you that.
I broke my left arm playing basketball when I was a sophomore in high school, and I had to that's how I know how to write with my right hand pretty good.
True.
I had to I was screwed. I had to.
Oh, word.
Yeah, they let me get away with not doing work for maybe a week or two.
And they was
After
like,
that,
nah.
they was like, "Nah, bro, you gonna have to you gonna have to figure it out, bro." You know what I'm saying? So I had to start using my right hand.
That shit was janky as hell.
Bro, it was too ugly, but it didn't really take long for me to. It's weird, bro. It's weird. I'm even-handed, man.
So we just tapped in with some of your, where you started, the inspiration from moms to sports. I think also that competitive nature. I think being an athlete has a lot to do with just being able to encounter the ebbs and flows, face on, the ups and downs in this space. That's why you're like, I'm not really nervous. I think that a lot of that had that competitive spirit, and also just probably your moms with the artistic, just kind of doing it regardless, making our own clothes, putting you in those classes at my, just kind of, putting you in your passion points. What are some of the things you are interested in or most excited about for the future of not necessarily your artwork, but the future of what Web3 and NFTs can do or will do for the culture, community, people, whatever,
Man, I'm excited.
If not excited.
No, I'm super excited. I'm excited for the younger generation, man. I'm excited for the shorties, and it's excitement / I'm a little scared, man, of what will be. You know what I'm saying? I have a son, man. I have a 3-year-old. My son, he knows how to. He can take this iPad, bro, and I unlock it for him. He can go here, do this, and it's just it wasn't even possible when me and you were that young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's they have such a head start on technology. I'm kind of scared at where we gonna be 20, 30 years from now. You know what I'm saying? How much things have changed already, bro. So I'm excited about it, but man, you know what I'm saying? The shorties, man, this generation is super smart, man. Nyla, it's a bunch of, NFT artists here right now, bro, that are devs and all that, man. I know a little dev, man, he's 11 or something like that, and he's going crazy. He be on Twitter Spaces, all that, and it's these little kids are making a way for themselves, bro. What can you say to what can you say to a elementary schooler, bro, that owns their own brand? You know what I'm saying? They got their own NFT, this or that, and they the boss of.
And made $100K.
Man, bro, making more than you. You know what I'm saying? What can you say? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's scary, bro. So I'm excited, man.
It's just so possible this happened.
It's right. It's the truth. It's happening right now as we speak.
Yeah.
Little kids telling their parents moms, I make more than you. I'm in.
Why you gotta be damn? Why you gotta throw shade?
It's
no,
it's
mom,
scary,
you get in
bro.
the corner.
Yeah, it's scary. It's scary what
I pay rent.
It's scary what these kids can do. You know what I'm saying? Already, bro. So just imagine, just wait 10, 20.
And they got way more energy than us.
Man,
you know what I'm
dude.
saying? And
because they not going outside and stuff. They they saving all their energy sitting on the couch flipping NFTs. They not wasting their energy. That they skin probably all nice. You know what I noticed, bro? Our generation, if you look at our knees, legs, we all scratched up. If you look at a kid, bro, from this generation, they don't have marks and stuff on their body because they don't go outside. It's weird.
We had. I had bloody knees
my knees
every twice a month.
Man,
elbows all scraped up. Yeah, bro.
Used to love going outside. Now it's dangerous to go outside, bro.
You get hit, you just wipe it off and you still keep playing. Put a band,
So you asked me that question, and I'm gonna ask you that same question. What are you excited about, or are you excited about the future of NFTs or anything?
Yeah, I think I'm excited in the sense that about with the people that I've seen build. I say this often. I'm like a fucking broken record. people that I've seen build before Web3 even existed, like we talked about, like Brandon Bro, Blue, Mia Lee. It's a bunch of like amazing, talented artists. When they are equipped with just knowing the possibilities of smart contracts and things like that, that's why I was so excited for when Basel happened and you actually had devs going to Art Basel. Like what? Devs had no reason to go to Art Basel before, but all of a sudden you have people that's been activating at Art Basel for over a decade, creating immersive experiences, doing really thought out things, high level shit, got teams in place, have acute attention to detail. And then you start to talk to them about tokenomics. You start talking to them about NFTs and blah, blah, whatever. And what they can do, smart contract, the depth of the smart contract, just how I like to reference my project, The Plug, and I'm continue to build on that. You start to really like, when those people have those tools and devs who are the devs aren't a monolith, but I've found devs that don't necessarily fit specific modes, right? It's like they don't want to just do this thing at this place, corporate. They want to do dope shit, right? They want to wear dope clothes. They want to be with dope people. They want to do, and then what happens is when those devs are working with these innovative people about elevating just mechanisms like burning things or every time things pass hands and applying your story to those certain things, the game gets a little bit more exciting. You know what I'm saying? Versus all these like the flying chipmunks and shit, which is fine. Get your bread. I'm not, but I think that's what I'm most excited for. Those people that's not gonna just. I'm down for art. There's art for art's sake, but then it's still
Kind of
art.
like not just settle. Not I ain't gonna say settle,
What?
but no, I'm not. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, what you about
finish.
to say?
No, go ahead and finish what you were saying, bro.
Well,
I'm just trying to get an understanding of what you're saying.
But basically, it's like when people that are true builders that push culture in a very genuine way, and when they have those proper tools in place, the game is going to look a lot different. Because think about early adopters, whether it's a rap song or music that happens in a specific neighborhood, and everyone acquires that song, right? And there's only 1,000 of them, and then they become a sensation. They fucking I don't know, whoever, that's bad. Let's say whoever, Childish Gambino, right? You got a Childish Gambino thing from way back in the day, and he dropped, and then you have to go back to the hood in which that person came from. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to reimburse the people who founded the culture of where that, you know what I'm saying? So when you start to think about those things, now the people that push culture or the ones that pioneer the things that we consider the hottest shit that gets regurgitated on radio or television or whatever, you got to go to the source of the people that was there when from the inception of that. So now you got redistribution of wealth. Think about all the people that support a little baby or like fucking, what's my man name? Jeffrey, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? What's his name?
Young
Thug, yeah.
yeah.
Think about all the people from
Jeffrey.
Atlanta. Think about all the people in Atlanta that got a Young Thug joint for like literally $15.
Facts.
And then now a Young Thug, it
Yeah.
wouldn't be $15. Now all of a sudden those people that acquired that had to know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's when we start to get in those everyday situations where it's easy for people with little to no resources to acquire certain things, and it's actually tried and true, this NFT space. If it happens, that's where the heat gonna go. That's what I'm most excited about. And those people that are dope to have that, because you have to go to them to get the shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, and it's just amazing. I just think, like my man Wahid, right? Kid from Afghanistan, he just turned 22, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I didn't. Man, so while he was in LA, he was at an event that I was on the panel for, the I'm Not Art event. And what's crazy, man, so I had like a list of people at NFT LA that I wanted to meet, like people that I've spoken to on Twitter Spaces or whatever, and it's like, yo, I'm trying to meet you in person, bro. So what's crazy, man, I saw Wahid, right? It was me and my guy Will. So we see Wahid. I'm looking at Wahid, bro. And I get called to go like upstairs right quick to do like, because I was
Yeah.
speaking on the panel. So, you know what I'm saying? I had just came in. I was finna say what's up. They called me. Bro, I went upstairs for 2 minutes, man. Came back down. He was gone, bro. And he didn't come back like he had to. I don't know if he had to speak somewhere or something like
Yeah.
that. But that was like my one chance to
Nah,
like
man, we out
introduce
here,
myself to
dog.
Wahid.
Nah,
And I'm like, man, where you go? But what's crazy is, bro, my guy Will that was with him, bro ass took a picture with Wahid, all that, like got to meet him, you know, took a real nice photo. I think Wahid like signed some for him or something in that like two to like 5 minute time frame, bro.
You can quote me on this. We're gonna me, you, and a bunch of other people in Wahid.
Yeah, introduce me to
we will
Wahid,
get dinner.
bro.
We're gonna have dinner.
Introduce me to Blue
No, we're
too,
gonna,
man.
Yeah, we're gonna have a dinner.
Cause I was
you know what
talking
I'm
to
saying?
Don about Blue. I want to like get tapped in with Blue too. I saw him in LA too, but he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah.
too far away for me to like.
Nah,
say
man, that
what's
shit
up.
easy, bro. That's all ecosystem
whatever,
at this
yeah.
point, bro.
Yeah,
That's all,
like, I'm fans, man. I'm never
Yeah.
too big to like. I respect the shit out of Wahid and Blue and a
Yeah.
bunch of other people, bro. So
Yeah, bro.
I was like kind of upset when I couldn't like introduce myself to them.
Nah, man, we like literally me, Wahid, Blue, Ed Balloon, Julia
I
Tav.
wanted to see Ed too.
We all
I wanted to see
had,
Julia,
and a
too.
bunch of other people. We all had dinner at, and what was that in L.A.
Yeah.
But we got to do this.
Yeah.
But that's easy in New York or
Yeah,
Madison.
New
It's
York
happening
or
easy.
wherever. Yeah.
Yeah, we all building, man.
I ain't
So we're gonna definitely put up the Scary Gary somewhere on the screen. Then we're gonna put up the Gary Go somewhere on the screen. We are live
Appreciate
in Studio Logik. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a
I'm
nice
Logik,
studio.
and I'm with my homie Goldie.
Goldie.
You know what I'm saying? It's been
Used to be Mr. Goldie. I dropped the Mr. You know what I'm saying? I think it's cleaner.
I always have to think about it.
Nobody, most people didn't call me Mr. Goldie. Or most people, they when I like dropped the Goldie and kind of told people, they was like, man, yeah, I felt a little weird calling you Mr. Goldie. Like you look kind of like a kid and all that, and you know, it was kind of like I'm like, yeah, okay.
But I think it has some. I kind of fucked with
The
Mr. Goldie.
I mean, it's still Mr. My like ETH name and
Yeah,
address and
yeah.
all that's still Mr. Goldie, but Goldie is cleaner, especially on Twitter. Like Twitter Spaces.
Nah, you was like, you ain't like your name being cut off.
cut off Mr. G. People's calling me Mr. G. Mr. G. You want to speak? Like, dude, my name's not Mr. G, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, the clean like Logik.
Yeah.
Goldie. Like it's
I
a
thought
couple
about
clean.
that. I thought about that coming
Yeah.
up too. I was like, 5 letters. Crazy.
Yeah, that's clean.
Yeah.
That's clean.
I was like,
Yeah. Mr. G. I couldn't take people calling me Mr. G on.
So where
Twitter.
Goldie come from before? Yeah, we gotta get it. Where
Oh,
Goldie
man,
come from? I
bro.
can't let this in without.
So it's a lot to Goldie, man. If you're familiar with like the Fibonacci like sequence and like it's a lot, bro.
The Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah.
I
You
ain't
don't know what that
heard of
is? Oh man. Okay, so basically, okay, are you familiar with Phi? Is it Phi or Phi? Some people pronounce it differently. The sign that, like, when I sign my name, like the G and the O and the line through it, are you familiar with that, like, symbol? No, not
It
really.
looked like a cross and no.
It's a circle. It's literally a circle with a line through it.
I can picture a circle with a line through it.
Okay, so without going into too much, there is a what's the word? There is a numerical. It's 1.618. Like there's a number 1.618 and a bunch of other like numbers or whatever. So basically, if you took I don't like remember the exact like if you took like basically we're all connected by that one number. That's kind of the best way to put it. Like
Connected
we're
like how?
all you're saying connected like how? Like
Like spiritually.
numerically, like literally, like mathematically, you know,
It's Fibonacci.
yeah,
I'm about to look this up.
look it up. So
Yeah, okay.
basically, it's a bunch of like dimensions, like from like your elbow to your like middle finger. This same number shows up in nature. It shows up everywhere, like this 1.618. And without going through too much and all that, it basically, in my mind, signifies that we're all like created by one person, that we're all like connected because we're all literally like mathematically like connected.
I'm gonna have to
with
look
one
this
another.
up, man.
Yeah, you have to. After we
What
get
they-
off
what they
here,
got-
I can
all right,
tell
so
you a
what
lot
they got
more.
to do
like,
with Goldie?
because it's the golden ratio. The golden is 1.618 is called the golden ratio.
1.168.
1.618.
Oh, 1.618.
I'm gonna put you on, bro. After this talking out, I ain't finna bore the people all on here with
Yeah.
the specifics, but
Yeah, they
it's
gotta-
called the
yeah.
golden ratio, 1.618. So
Well,
that's
they need to
where
wake up.
Goldie comes
Get
from.
woke.
Yeah, it's just it's a lot. It's a lot, man. So yeah, it actually it don't got nothing to do with like gold. I mean, I like gold, but
Yeah, I
it's
see
it's
what
way
you're saying.
it's way it's way it's way deeper than that, man. You know what I'm saying? Even before like the gold chains or anything like that, it just signifies for real that we're all like one. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I had to tap in with that. So I'm gonna learn about the Fibonacci.
The Fibonacci sequence.
The Fibonacci
I want to say it's like
sequence.
0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. It's. I had to show you, bro.
You say you was
It's-
gonna rap though.
Yeah,
You
I'm
say
gonna
you
rap.
gonna- you say you
No,
gonna-
I ain't say I was gonna rap for this.
You ain't gonna rap?
No, I
You
ain't
ain't gonna
gonna.
drop
No. No, they gotta pay,
We got some
bro.
Alpha Goldie dropping
No,
a
you gotta-
mixtape,
you gotta
like EP
pay- you
on
gotta-
as an NFT.
Yeah,
No.
but you gotta pay for that, man. Like, I can't just rap for free, man. Like, you know, the NFT. You know what I'm saying? Goldie, the NFT.
I feel it. He
You know,
says I
Goldie, the
am an
mixtape
NFT.
is dropping soon, man.
Word. Shit. Thanks for sliding through the studio, Logic, man.
Oh
And,
yeah, bro.
you know,
Already, man. I'm excited for
shooting the
VCon,
shit.
man. What,
Yeah.
what we doing for VCon, man?
Oh,
What you got
yeah.
planned for VCon for us?
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
shit. I'm speaking at VCon. When is that? April.
The night, the May 19th
May
to the
19th.
22nd, something
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, May 19th to the 22nd. VCon is created by Gary V, which is dope. It's this conference in Minneapolis. Bringing my plus one. So me and Goldie about to go in there and just like,
Go crazy, man. We
Yeah.
need to link with Gary V and like put him on game
Oh, that's
with
easy, bro.
plugs and scary Gary's with everything,
bro, that's
bro.
easy money, dog. I think just
bet.
that energy, bro. You know, just
Yeah.
energy attracts
Yeah.
the proper thing. What are you looking for? Do you have any expectations?
To meet Gary V. Scary Gary's Gary V. You know what I'm saying? The Gary connection is only. I'm so serious, bro.
Word.
That's like the
yeah.
plan
I see what you.
to,
I just
like,
now put that together. The scary
see,
Gary
you
V
see,
thing.
Nah, I've been.
Yeah.
It was destined, bro.
I
when
see what you're saying.
The
I get
project
it.
was thought about.
I
It
get
was
it.
like
And they got the Gary Ghost.
I'm saying, bro. I'm trying to
Gary V.
scare Gary V. Like scare him with scary Gary's
With
Gary
awesomeness,
Ghost, with
yeah.
just the,
Scared with awesomeness. Word.
So that's my agenda. So
That's dope. I fuck
yeah,
with
I
that.
don't know what you plan on doing, but that's like
That's not a.
We probably split up when we get out there because I'm only looking for Gary V. That's the mission, bro. I'm telling you. And then
Oh,
we'll
man,
link before we leave. But I gotta find bro and put him on.
Hey, do your thing. Do your thing. I'm sure him and I will
Run
meet.
across each other. or
Yeah, I'm
something
sure
like
we'll
that.
meet just based on just the way that I think the universe be working out. But yeah, man, for me, I'm most excited about the satellite events around VCon. I'm thinking about doing one for myself, like a dinner or a paint
Like a
party.
plug
or
holders,
something. Yeah.
event.
But I wouldn't even limit it. I think I'm on the fence of limiting
Right.
it to plug holders
because
because
it might not be that many going to. That's
yeah, 'cause
like
you have to
that's
have a
like
V
an
friend.
NYC
Yeah,
event or
right.
something.
I'm gonna do a
like-
dinner in NYC for sure.
Yeah,
but yeah, I
that's
think
what's
it's gonna be this one. I'm most excited to learn about a lot of shit from a lot of vetted people because they handpicked every speaker. So I think
It's a very nice speakers
Yeah.
section too. I went online and peeped. It's
nice as fuck.
Yeah,
I'm
very
excited.
Well respected, celebrities, all that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what Logic at? I'm looking through. I'm like, oh, okay, Logic on here. Let's get it. Like,
Yeah.
that's what's up, bro.
They put it-
I'm super excited.
yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I put visionary on that. I put visionary, something else.
Yeah, you
this
did.
shit, you see,
I'm excited, bro.
I need to screenshot that. Screenshot before. it's
Yeah,
out.
you ain't got that on, man.
I need to.
Any websites I've been on, the Rolling Stone like event or whatever, like, that's bookmark, bro. Anybody ask me, bro, you was on Rolling, man.
I feel that.
Send them that link, bro, for real, for real.
Yeah. Shit. This is this. I don't even know what the name of this radio
Yeah,
podcast
what is this
thing. I
called,
have no
bro?
idea. I just know. I don't want to limit it to NFTs, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, I
Pod
was gonna
radio.
say podcast for the culture, but because you got the NFTs for the culture.
Yeah, but that don't really sound. I don't think I want
I
to
don't
put
like
podcast
that.
in the title. I don't think that's good for search engine optimization.
I don't know how none of that go. This is actually my first podcast. I'll take that back. Let me stop.
word.
Let me stop. I done did all type of stuff.
I'm gonna do like some type of weird voiceover, and it's gonna be like, blah 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 blah, episode with Goldie, blah blah blah. I don't know. I'm doing it over this.
Doom,
right now.
doom, doom, doom. Like yeah, you should have had the music thing. The
I thought these don't work. Okay, anyways.
Is that what
these
that
are
is?
supposed to be clap tracks, but they're not playing. It's okay. But
We'll just edit the clapping in.
yeah, also, yeah, man. I think that was a good one. We're gonna wrap it.
Yeah, this
you want
was
to say
cool,
anything
bro.
before we good? What you feel like?
Who's the next? Is this something that you'll do like
Oh, like the next people?
periodically?
Yeah, I
or
got a
who's
few
the,
people.
Who's
You
the
want to
next
know?
speaker? Yeah, let me know who the next speaker is.
We got my homie Mars. I'm gonna do
Trying to
Matt
think on
from
Mars.
I'm Not Art. I'm gonna
Okay.
do Eric Spivak, aka Motivate.
Okay.
He gonna come out here. We're gonna do like a whole panel situation.
That's
and then
dope.
do like an event. I got I don't have any other concrete people, but I have some other people like I kind of like just sent out. But you the first one.
Man, that's
But basically,
special,
I'm gonna
man.
make it all about culture, music.
We got to come up
NFT,
with
Web3.
a name of this though.
No,
So-
yeah, no, it's okay.
So the first one is just Goldie, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he should just call it Goldie.
I should maybe I just call it Goldie.
Goldie cast. But no, that's what's up. I appreciate being like the first.
I just have to
guest
pull the
on it.
trigger. Like, don't even get.
Yeah,
hung up out of
you
it.
hit me up. You was like, bro, podcast? Hell yeah. What? You ain't give me specifics. It was just like, yeah, I'm down, bro. We'll figure it all out. You know what I'm saying? We need to figure it out, bro.
yeah.
But this was dope.
Yeah, man, just like humanize this whole thing, and you're a cool dude, and I think people should be able to see you and see your process and your thoughts and stuff like that. And excited, bro. Appreciate you, G.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yep. We're gonna end it, y'all. I don't know what this episode is called, but it's your boy Logic at Studio Logic, and we just had my bruv Goldie come through and share some knowledge on NFTs and Web3, his beginnings out of Gary, Indiana. We tapped in on, you know what I'm saying, where the culture is going in the Web3 community and culture. It's been a good vibe, y'all. Peace.